All right, good morning, class, or good afternoon, or good evening. Today I wanted to go over, and some of you already did this, so it might make sense to you, but if not, please watch. So I came up with two different designs, right? So I have my hummingbird that I created in pencil that you see here on the screen. Some of you are drawing traditionally, so you might need to bring your work onto the computer this way. So what I did was I took a picture of it. What you could also do if you're working traditionally like this is on your phone, if you have access to like cropping your picture and even adjusting light, try and you don't have access to program on the computer that could do that, I would try to do all of that on your phone first. So crop anything that's unnecessary out, adjust the light if you want to, or if you like the lighting, keep it, and then either like airdrop it to yourself, email it to yourself, figure out a way to send it to yourself so that you can upload it into Zazzle. So what I'm going to do with this picture in Photoshop, since I have Photoshop, is just crop it, right? So the pillow size that I was looking at was about 16 by 16 inches. So it was like a square format. So not that it has to be perfect. I'm looking for this to be like super technical, but I would try to make a square format, right? So we'll keep it like that, okay? And then if I wanted to, and you could obviously do this on your phone too, or in another program, I could kind of play around with the lighting if I wanted to, make it lighter, darker. Maybe I'm gonna make it all black and white. Okay, something like that. But I kind of like the drawing feel of it. All right, so then if you're doing this on your phone, that's great. It's probably done. If you're doing this in a program on your computer, that's great. Then what I would do is just save it. So you're going to want to save it as, and I have a folder called, this is for you guys, as a JPEG. All right. And then I'm going to hit save. So remember how you save it and where you save it. So mine is hummingbird pencil copy, and I'm going to save that. Okay, so I have that image saved. My other image I did was actually a mixture of materials, right? So it's the same bird, but then in the program Procreate, again, you could do this in Photoshop, a painting program you have online, or Illustrator, or whatever. I painted on top of it. I kind of added two, right? Because this one doesn't have those flowers, but this one I added those little flowers in and the background. So now I have this image. Now, I noticed some of you were drawing the actual product and then placing your image on it, right? So if you were doing a phone case, right, you're actually drawing the phone camera on it and then drawing the design around it. Disregard whatever's on that item. Like if the purse has like a little snap on it, or if the phone has a phone camera on it, or I don't know, any other type of product you might want to put your design on. If it has like little things like that on it, don't include it in your design. What Zazzle's going to do is it's going to take your design, just draw through it, and then it's going to take your design and adjust it because it already has like a camera picture that you're going to work off of, or a pocketbook picture, which I'll show you. Maybe I'll try doing that too. So here, this is just the bird, as if I would see it on like the front of the pillow. So this is my second version, which I'm going to save. And I'm going to save this as maybe hummingbird color. Okay, so I have that. And I'm going to save this one as a JPEG too. So you want to make sure, and if you're just bringing your image in from paper, it's going to automatically be a JPEG. It's not, mine are PSD files because I'm working in Photoshop. So now I have those two images. So now what I want you to do is go to Zazzle, right? And find your images. So I was going to use a pillow. Okay, so I'm going to go to home. I'm going to go to pillows. I actually don't like the way my design looks on this pillow, but I might change it and just make it into a picture. So I'm going to go with this pillow. And all you really have to do is add your image. So if you go to add image, you can upload the image. You can see here I already did that with that pencil one. I'm going to go to my folder for my online classes. You guys are digital art. And I'm going to look up hummingbird. We'll do my colored copy. Okay. I'm going to place it here. All right. So I'm going to drag it on. So what you want to do is just make sure it fills in all of the space up to that blue line. So you can see I have to make this a little bit bigger, and part of my design is actually might get a little bit cropped out. Right. And the reason there's the green dotted line, you can see, you could look at that like it's your margin right around that space. So hypothetically speaking, when they go to create this pillow, that part could get cropped off a little bit or may not be seen. So anything that's important, you kind of want to keep within that green dotted line. All right, so once I have my design down, I can hit done. And you can see, I don't really like the way it looks on a pillow. I might try something else. But you could see how it looks on a pillow, right? What I wanted to show you too was, I'm going to go to iPhone cases, just to kind of show you, because this was an example that I was seeing. So let's say I wanted to create an image on an iPhone case. All right, so I'm just going to take this one for now. And I'm going to add my image. Okay. And I have this bird here, so I'm just going to add the bird. Let's see if I can. Oh, I can, yeah. All right, so you can see that I don't want you adding like the phone camera or any of these little parts that you might have, because when you go to put it on here, it kind of adjusts it accordingly. So like if I had the bird here, for instance, right? Let's see, I'm going to have it just take up the whole page here. I don't want to rotate it. I wonder if I can. Oh, there we go. Let's say that was my design. Okay. I'm going to hit done. Okay, so when I go to, when it goes to show me the actual iPhone case, you can see that it kind of crops that out for you. You don't need to actually draw that into your design. So what I'm looking for from you this class period is that you have you have your final design complete. Okay, I'm gonna have this be due next class period. So you have this week to finish it. So if you're in whatever class you're in, Monday or Wednesday or Tuesday or Thursday, just know you have both days to complete this. Please show me progress. So if like on Thursday or Wednesday of last week you said to me, I'm not really quite done with my design, Miss Daubel, that's fine. Then show me, I would say, like a completed design by this class period. So then by next class period, you have your design uploaded onto your project, and it looks something like this. The last thing I want you to do is to try and this is the final part to this project, is get a print of what we're seeing here. So like on a PC, like in school, you could do a print screen and it will print your screen and you can like crop it down. On a Mac, which I have, you can do Command Shift 4. And what that does is it will allow you to drag over your image and like crop exactly what you want. So if I were going to, I'm just going to escape this real quick. Let's see if I can get out of here. Okay, so if I were going to see what I just screenshot, you can see that's just what it did, right? So this is kind of the overall end result that I'd like to see from your final product. And like I said, you have this week to complete this. Just make sure each day that we have class that you're showing me progress. If you're done with this by tomorrow, then the next class period, I'll give you feedback. And if some of the feedback is to change something, I would suggest changing it. If I tell you that it looks great, then the next class period, just say, I'm finished. Just make sure you stay in contact with me and you communicate. I'm finished, Ms. Staubel. There's nothing more that I need to complete for this assignment, right? So just kind of keep that in mind. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm obviously here for you.